Meanwhile, protests in Hong Kong have been going on for almost about 2 months now and have managed to grab attention from across the globe. But this has certainly not gone down well with the Chinese administration, and China has now accused the UN-identified foreign forces of provoking violent protests in Hong Kong. But China's ambassador to the United Kingdom, Liu Xiaoming, has warned the foreign countries from interfering in the affairs of Hong Kong. In an interaction with reporters in London, Xiaoming has asked the foreign forces to stop conniving in violent offences in the city. He's also added that there was evidence that interference and incitement by foreign players had acted as adding fuel to fire. Now, Xiaoming has also accused the Western media of being biased in its reporting on Hong Kong. Now, Xiaoming mentioned in clear and definite terms that China will not be afraid of using a heavy hand should the situation worsen further. He did not stop short of calling the violent acts as being signs of terrorism on the other side. However, the protesters remain completely unafraid, and undaunted frontline protesters in the city have said that they are even willing to risk their lives in a bid for democracy and proper abiding by the one country, two systems formula by China. Now, the Hong Kong International Airport has also become a hot spot for protests in recent days. Demonstrators have been gathering in pretty large numbers, which has greatly affected flight operations. Now, the police have warned the protesters against further protests and violence at the airport.
警方重申，任何人作出一啲暴力嘅行為，危害機場或者機場內人士嘅安全呢，最高嘅刑罰可以係終身監禁。如果任何人非法有意圖、故意阻礙或者干擾機場嘅正常運作，將有機會違反法庭發出嘅禁制令，構成藐視法庭罪。希望示威者唔好以身試法。
Now, the long-drawn protests have affected the financial hub's economy pretty badly. The Financial Secretary of Hong Kong, Paul Chan Mo-po, has called for the demonstrators to give up violence.
我哋全社會都能夠向暴力說不，因為暴力只會滋生更加多嘅暴力，幫唔到我哋解決問題，亦都令到我哋嘅問題呢個死結越打越緊。暴力都會滋生仇恨，咁所以咧係對我哋整個社會咧都係冇益嘅。咁好希望大家都好愛惜香港，為我哋呢個家園咧，大家一個非常之珍惜嘅家園咧，大家一齊守護。
Meanwhile, the unrest in Hong Kong has been intensifying, and there seems to be no end to the protests anytime soon. But there still are those who believe that a peaceful solution is definitely possible. The visuals on your screens are of an individual called Alan Robert. He's also known as the French Spider-Man. Alan scaled one of Hong Kong's most iconic skyscrapers, the Cheung Kong Centre, and unfurled a banner from the building's exterior. Now, the banner depicts the flags of Hong Kong and China atop a symbol of a handshake between the two sides. China's ambassador to the United Kingdom had recently said that the government in China cannot be sitting silent while the situation in Hong Kong deteriorates further. At a time when instances of violence are on the rise, such moments calling for peace and understanding are rare and are certainly welcome.